fear not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show thy people their transgression. Yeah, so I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi on our side, so don't try to move us. We got next, and this wicked kingdom's almost over. For our people, edification, my folks, soldiers. Isaiah 58:1. They let the trumpet blow. Hey, we them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. They let the trumpet blow. It's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. To cry loud, spare none, show them transgressions. For my people never consider they the real Jews. History stolen with that whip, got our back bruised. Still dying in the ghettos, got us trapped in this matrix. Time to open up your eyes, it's too real. We can't fake it. The Most High's on its way back soon. The whole reason why we went into slavery, cause we broke the commandments. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Who is this nation of people? Not the seed of Ham, but the seed of Shem. From the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Revelation 2 and 9. Don't let these fake Jews tell you a lie. In due time, they all bow down. I wanna get my crown and stand firm in this truth. Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, that's his Hebrew name. Wasn't no J's in the Hebrew letter. So I carry this truth like I carry my sweater in the winter cold. This what you ain't been told. Esau's cover blown. We let the trumpet blow and let all my ox know that you a set apart nation, ain't compared to none. And when the Most High return, these other nations done. Isaiah 14:1, we gon' possess the land, and they gon' try to cleave. And the Most High said it all is book of prophecy, a hard pill to swallow, but when that light shine, it's real bright, and the Most High is our lifeline. So Quam Yasharala, rise, O Israel. Hey, Quam Yasharala, rise, O Israel. It's time for you to wake up out your sleep. Romans 13:11, our salvation is near. Lift up thy voice in the streets so the whole world hear. Yeah, so I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi, he on our side, so don't try to move us. We got next. Hey man, this wicked kingdom's almost over. For our people, edification, my folks, soldiers. Isaiah 58:1. They let the trumpet blow. Say we them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. They let the trumpet blow. It's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. They let the trumpet blow. It's time to let them know. We them Hebrew Israelites, it's time to let them know. Would you denounce wicked traditions or not? Go to church on pagan Sundays, don't keep the Sabbath at all. That's why we standing on these corners, get this message to y'all. That you living in the wicked world, they knowledge is flawed. Full of satanic practices, the Vatican worship the Black Madonna on the low. While we die from Planned Parenthood, this is woe. Why you think we quoting scriptures, going head up with the beast, spreading righteousness ooze, leaving our enemies duped. This institution is through. We got the spirit of a lion and the power of Yeshaya. There's no way we could expire. I'm on fire. The Messiah is the root of the fire that be all up in my bones. And the prophet ain't respected at his home, but the truth won't stop. Don't try to make us to be wrong. In the scriptures bear witness to the things that we speak. Blow them trumpets, blow them trumpets. We them Israelites, man, and we 12 tribes deep. Hear the message that we speak. Blow them trumpets, blow them trumpets. We them Israelites, man, and we 12 tribes deep. Hear the message that we speak. Well, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Yahawashi, he on our side, so don't try to move us. We
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You doing this, yourself, Pants.
You know why we're not afraid? What? He's great in turban. Turban's destruction. Y'all think it comes back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Whoa. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that. Whoa. They stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords. Generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my share-crop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and Nat painting. Of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat, fashioned in the trap we escaped. Our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk. Let my people go, cause that's my battle cry.
She told me she won't.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Got to say all praises to Yahweh. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi.
Khan. Shalom, family. Most High bless.
There you go.
Shalom to everybody in the chat, our moderators. Fly your storm. Most High bless. Sister Weeze, we love you. Most High bless. Everybody. Jason Phillips, Lima, Star, the whole crew. Shalom. Thank y'all for tuning in to File People's Edification. And tonight, I want all the smoke because y'all tried to come for me. It's like, nah, I'm just playing. But now, tonight, you know, it's an open discussion. It's an open panel. We got some sisters going to come on, and people going to give their opinion tonight. There ain't going to be no biasness. It's real life situation, and it need to be talked about. So we don't try to crucify one person because of their opinion and how they feel. But we're not going to subjugate one person in a situation. This is for everybody. In the day of calamity, famine, when the shit hit the fan, are you willing to give up your preps, your food preps, your water preps to help other people? I don't care if they're in the truth, out the truth, some shit going on in the streets. This is tonight that y'all want to talk about it. Everybody has so much to say. You come right on the platform and speak how you feel. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no hate, it's all love. But everybody got an opinion. Nobody should be crucified on how they should feel and how they want to protect their family. I don't care who you are. My opinion on how I'm going to protect mine is mine. The next man is his. So we all not going to see eye to eye, but at the same time, you can't get mad at someone for feeling the way that they feel and want to deal the way that they need to deal in a time of trouble. Many people can say they want to do many things, but there's going to be a lot of people going to be slamming doors in your face who you didn't think that's going to slam a door in your face. I'm telling y'all. Tonight is an open platform, but first, man, DeBar and us want to go over some scriptures before we do that. And everybody else who already got the link, you know, y'all can jump on. Then we're going to drop the link for the chat for anybody who want to come get it off their chest. Now, I don't want nobody to come up here and agree with me. You ain't got to. But guess what? Shawsham, you can't knock this nigga off his swear. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I stand on that shit. I ain't changing anybody. Now, DeBar his own man. He stand on what he say and how he feel. He ain't gonna change it for nobody. So, whether you want to unsubscribe, don't like me no more, I can give 2 fucks. We talk about life or death situation. Surviving. People gonna eat their children. Not this nigga here. Do what you gotta do. So anybody are welcome on the platform tonight. So go ahead, out. You can kick it off if you want.
Khan, I just want to say all praises to Yahawashi Yahawashi, Star Lima, Nothing But Love, Queen Naftali, Yah's Son, Wheezy One Love, 613, Torah. Go ahead.
No, I was shouting out Flyer Stone because she went out long time moderators, but she haven't been around in a minute. But you see, she back in the chat.
Nothing but love and respect to everybody, the F.O.P.E family, those of our supporters. You know, those are just, you know, those of us who are just down. You know what I'm saying? Midwest Judite, I see you, Jason Phillip, Nothing But Love. So yeah, we could start real quick. I'm gonna bring out a precept. I want to kind of get into this real quick because again, we got Elder Baruch Shalom King. Most High bless.
Elder Baruch, if you want to come on, a link is in a group
Jump
chat.
in.
Let's look in the group chat. You'll see the StreamYard link.
Yeah, come on in. Because Elder. Oh, go ahead, King. I'm sorry.
This shit gonna get heavy tonight, and you gonna hear a lot of opinions from people in the military and all types of shit. So y'all can see how this shit really go down. See, because people are talking, but you can talk a lot of shit and say a lot of damn things until the shit hit the fan. And the situation is there, and you got enough just for your daughter, but the motherfuckers next door talking about they hungry. Now you gonna start thinking. So I want to see how people mind work on this topic, since this shit pretty much blew up the damn conversation yesterday. The bar, everybody forgot about the swearing stuff. They started worrying about how Shawsham felt.
Yep. So I'm gonna kick it off, man, with Matthew chapter 25, man. And we're going to go through verses 1 through 8 because I want to just kind of set the table about the end time prophecy and what we must do as a people. And sometimes when it comes to showing brotherly love, sometimes brotherly love is the ability to not be a burden on someone else. Okay. Now, the scriptures do say that when we gather ourselves together, right, we're supposed to come together and all that stuff, right? And we're a nation not desire. And the Bible also says that when we what is that in Galatians chapter 6, when we bear one another burdens, we fulfill the law of Christ. This is a different time that we're talking about. We're talking about in the end time prophecy when all hell is breaking loose. Okay, when you're not going to be able to travel from state to state or city to city like the scriptures say. So I want to kind of set the tone first of all with this scripture, and we're going to go into many other scriptures because the prophecies make it very clear what type of context we're going to be dealing with. Matter of fact, one of our forefathers said, man, whoa, who will deliver me in those days? That was Ezra. All right. He didn't even, it was so evil. We're going to bring that out too, but the day is so evil, the last days, which we're going to touch on, that even our forefather Ezra, who had the ability to communicate with angels, the messenger Uriel, all right, he was speaking to the messenger and he was saying, man, who will deliver me? So that's why I'm saying that, we really got to understand. We got to really understand the prophecies first.
Yeah, Devar, let me say this real quick.
Go ahead, King.
I don't mean to cut you off because last night, a lot of things that were said. Shalom, King Jew, the Most High bless. Big salute.
Most High bless.
Big brother. A lot of things I was mentioning and bringing out, it went over a lot of people here. They was like totally annoying the prophecies, the order.
Yep.
What Scripture says. So we need to reiterate some things because I think some people was more emotionally dealing with how I say it and what I said and not dealing with what the scriptures actually said. And everybody that's in the building, thank y'all for tuning in. Can y'all please like and share? Please like and share. Most High bless. Go ahead out.
Con. So let me just get real quick. Let's go to Matthew 25, verse 1, and I'm gonna read down to verse 8. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Matter of fact, let me share my screen just so that everybody's in the same page.
Okay.
Let me go to the precept. There we go. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Exactly.
And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. So that's showing you right now the climate of the kingdom of God, the type of servants, all right, that's going to meet the bridegroom. All right.
But look, this was a great analogy that I used yesterday, last night, right? But it went over a people's head because they looked at that like, huh? Like he told you, 5 was wise and the other 5 was foolish. Okay,
that's
go ahead.
Right. That's right. Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
So that's just in the same situation. They that was foolish knew a famine was coming, but didn't prep no food with them or for their house. So whose fault is that? Is that Shasham's fault? Because I want to survive for me and my kids and my wife? No, y'all was foolish. Go ahead.
That's right. That's right. And remember, the scriptures mean double. This is a similitude, but this is letting you know. Remember, we're going to go through many troubles, and I'm going to get that too. We're going to go through 6 troubles. So this still applies in context because you got to keep your oil through all the different 6 troubles. One of the 6 troubles, man, let me get this precept real quick because I know brothers and sisters might be like, hold on, what is he talking about? So let me get this in Job 5:19 real quick, just to prove the point, okay? Because y'all brothers and sisters got to read these scriptures. Now we know those that rock with us, they reading, but a lot of the viewers out here just be they just be kind of going with the conversation, really not knowing the context of the conversation. So real quick, this is Job chapter 5, verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. So you know what that means? You gotta the 6 troubles, those things can hit you. Okay, and that's going to determine whether you're a wise servant of the Most High or if you're a foolish one. The foolish ones, they don't have no oil for the 6 troubles, man. So you're going to be punished. And all of those that have oil, keeping the oil through the 6 troubles, when they get to the 7th, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? It's talking about Israelites too, who go and ain't doing a damn thing. It's just not talking about people in the streets who don't know the Israel or don't understand this. And then you got people who in the streets who not even in knowledge. They prepping because they like, man, you see what's going on in the world. They not even in no Israelite community or nothing. I've seen all types of black people. You can go on YouTube videos talking about, oh, I just want to be prepared for what's to happen so my family can make it out here. They not even in the knowledge and they prepping. So
that's right.
This ain't got nothing to do with being an Israelite. This got something to do with having some common sense.
That's right.
All I'm saying. But go ahead.
So let me keep reading. This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now look at the first trouble. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All of this is going to happen if you're the type of virgin, right? The kingdom of heaven is like 10 virgins, 5 that are wise, 5 that are foolish. Those who are foolish, I'm going to go back, okay? This is Matthew chapter 23 or 25 and verse 3, Salakia. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, okay? So the first thing that's going to happen when this thing pops off is we're going to deal with a famine. And we brought out tons of different articles showing you that there's what they call a manufactured global.
Hold on a second. No, brother, this is not a Torah only community. We believe in the whole book from Genesis to Revelations. I know you said you humbly asking, I'm humbly answering. I just wanted to answer that question. Somebody wanted to know, was this Torah only community?
Oh, Khan. No, we believe
in
the whole book, not half of it.
Shalom, sis. Most High bless.
Shalom. Can everybody hear me?
Yep, we hear you, sis. You good?
Yep.
Shalom, brothers on the platform. How you guys doing?
Shalom, sis. Shalom.
All praises. Yeah, I just want to just get my commentary on about the food shortage prepping. It's not really expensive for you to prep. All you have to do is have a budget, whether it be $100, $50, and just go to the store and just get you, some cans, that's like 10 cans at a time. It don't have to be all at once, So this is just about, having your budget and see how much you can work with, or like when you get paid every week. So, put money to the side so you can, pay for, your groceries or to cook, and you have your canned goods, your beans and stuff on the side to prep, to put it on the side in case of emergency. So I just feel like it's not an excuse because everybody can do it,
Gone.
And since you've been a woman with children, right?
Right.
And you prepping for your family, right? And
right.
All this stuff go down, right? Do you feel obligated if your neighbors come in and they don't have no food and they didn't prep, or just other brothers and sisters that well, you a female, you by yourself and you got kids, and it's going to be harder for you to survive out there? Are you willing to give up your food and water preps for other people?
No.
Thank you.
Because
that's all I'm asking.
Because everybody, the pandemic started, 2019, 2020. So
2019, yeah.
2019. So it's already been like 3 years. And like you were saying that everybody is not in the knowledge and they still prepping. Even Gentiles are prepping. So everybody around the world has an intuition. They feeling like something is about to happen. You don't have to be an Israelite and be in the knowledge to know. They just know something is out there, that something is going to happen. And they feel it just like we feel it. So it's just all about just getting prepared. And it is what it is,
Con. Hey, I'm gonna get through these.
So
Nate,
stay on, and because we want to have a more open discussion about it.
Okay.
So just hang around, and the ball gonna get through this these scriptures real quick, and then we're gonna open up the platform for everybody so we can all discuss it, because we need females' opinions as well as men. That way they won't think this person is being biased or I'm biased. Well, we want to know how the women feel too. Y'all can come on and say how you feel and what you'll do in the time, because see, they want to take one personal opinion and try to crucify one personal opinion because of what I'm going to do for my family. Everybody can make their own choices on who they want to help and who they not going to help, or is it going to jeopardize your house? You feel me? Many people can say a lot of shit until the day that shit happened. You're going to really see what time it is. But go ahead,
Con. Yep, you absolutely right. I'm gonna say this real quick and get through these precepts. But what you see with our sisters is, and this is a shame to us brothers. Most of you brothers, you're off, man, and you don't really have the spirit of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, because sisters be doing this by themselves. They be having children, and they still find a way to prepare and prep.
Right.
So a lot of you brothers gotta really look at yourself and figure out what kind of man are you. Are you a hunter or are you a gatherer? Because the way you rolling in the spirit and the way you rocking, it seemed like you just here to have a good time, and you really not focused on really growing to maturity as a man. A man is supposed to be a hunter, a go-getter, and go and do what he got to do for his family or do what he got to do for himself. You know what I'm saying? What we was kind of hearing yesterday, it didn't really come off too masculine, but I'm gonna leave it at that. That's just my personal opinion. But let me read these precepts real quick. So I'm going to read verse 3 again. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Now you got to ask yourself, why in the heck would you literally take a lamp and have no damn oil? That don't even make no damn sense. And that's how, this is what we saying to you brothers, man. It makes no sense to see all the signs, the prophecies, have all the knowledge of what's about to happen, and you Negroes ain't got nothing. You see that this is going down. We brought out articles, everything. We brought out nothing but factual information, and you brothers are just sitting here consuming the information and doing nothing. So you're like a foolish virgin, okay, that has a lamp. So you got the laws, the statutes, and commandments, and you took no oil with you, meaning you're not applying nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You just sitting here listening. All right. And that's a problem. All right. But verse 4, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. See
the bar. You want to answer this, or I can answer this, because I know they're going to come. So we might as well just respond respectfully.
Okay. Here it is. It says,
go ahead.
I know that the Bible says, love thy neighbor as thyself, love thy brother as thyself. There's a typo. So if you will feed yourself, you should surely feed your brother. Right. So what we want to address, because we're talking about the end time prophecies, we're talking about the last days and enduring until the end, right? We're not talking about right now while society is still functioning properly.
Exactly.
You got to really be able to really comprehend the text and understand the context and what this discussion is really about. During the lockdown and different things like that, people were very limited in their activity and their ability to do certain things. Okay. And it's only going to get worse as we inch closer to Jacob's trouble, or as we inch closer to the return of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. All right. And we get into great times of evil. In those great times of evil, it's going to be self-preservation. When you read Matthew chapter 24 in 70 AD, Ha Mashayach Yahawashi was telling everybody, hey, if you in Judea, go to the mountains. All right. Or if you in your house, go to the rooftop. It was a self-preservation mentality. So you brothers and sisters have to really start comprehending the scriptures and applying the scriptures, or understanding the scriptures in its prophetic context. It makes no sense to talk about apples when we're dealing with oranges. You see what I'm saying? And if you apply the wrong rules in the wrong context, you still off, even though you might intend to do something good. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. And I would just encourage brothers and sisters to understand war, famine, and total loss of human rights. So no civil liberties. You're not going to be on the streets every day. Okay. They're going to manipulate society to such a way that either you're self-sufficient and you're prepared, or you're a beggar and you're going on the streets and you're risking your life in danger. So understand one thing. We're not saying don't do well to your brother. That's not what we're saying. We're saying in this specific context, the man has to hold down his household and his family, which is his first ministry. Remember, every man, the Bible talks about a man being an infidel if he doesn't feed his own family and support his own family. So we got to really understand what kind of conversation we having.
Right.
And sometimes Israel kind of gets off topic. You know what I'm saying? We're specifically talking about end time prophecy in the last days and what we must do to survive as a nation. Okay. And I would say this for brothers and sisters who want to team up with other brothers and sisters, y'all need to have that conversation now. If you're the type of brother and sister that want to lean on your brother and sister during these times, y'all need to form a community now. You know, like don't wait until shit hit the fan and then you trying to like coordinate with everybody. That makes no sense. You should have been doing that before. So again, I'm gonna get back to the text real quick so we can get through this and then open up the panel and open up the platform. But it says this, verse 3, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. So again, all these things are getting ready to happen. Everybody's knowing and seeing that these things are getting ready to happen, and you're foolish if you do nothing. If you're in conclusion on all of this is, damn, you know, the economic collapse is coming. Police ain't gonna be responding to, you know, regular 911 calls. You know, they're going to be grocery store shortages. And if you know all of those facts and you decide to do nothing, you're one of those people who are foolish. And whatever happens to you it's actually your fault because you had time to do something and you chose to do nothing. All right. So let me go to the next one. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. So they said, you know what? We see what's going down. We're going to do something about it. We're not going to take a they call it learned helplessness. We're not going to be sitting here feeling bad about ourselves saying, woe is me, and being helpless. We're going to do something for ourselves. Watch this now. Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. So even the foolish and the wise was to a certain extent not fully prepared for the bridegroom. Now watch this, verse 6. At midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. See, I have a oil burning lamp. You trim the lamp and you bring the wick all the way down so that you don't burn too much oil. So you trim it down. In other words, you're rationing your resources. Okay. That's what you do when you trim your lamp. And I would encourage everybody, listen, we're going to have energy crises. So you might want to get a kerosene lamp, or you might want to get one of those lamps that, you know, that run off oil, not the battery ones. None of those. Those are good, but you could probably get one that is the oil is probably better because you'll understand this text a lot better here. So let me read 7 again. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. Verse 8, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are going out. See, they lied right here. They said their lamps is going out. But the scripture said, look, they didn't even take no oil with them. Now they telling the wise, man, I ain't got nothing. Well, you ain't prepared for nothing. So of course you ain't got nothing. But watch what the wise say, okay? Verse 9, but the wise answer saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you.
Now, look, that's the key point. If we in a famine for some years and I start to share this shit with this person and that person, and always had to help because it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It's not going to be enough for my family to survive. So that means, do I jeopardize one of my children dying from me giving out medicine that could be for them, that they could have survived off of in food and water? No, man, we gotta use our head. So at the end of the day, if y'all gonna crucify me for wanting my children to live, then you're not a friend of me. Fuck you. Kiss my motherfucking ass. Point blank period. I don't care what nobody think of me, but mine, I'm gonna make sure they survive. You can hate me, say whatever you want. If you feel like I'm wrong for wanting my children to survive, do some shit like this, then you're an enemy to me. You're not a friend, because a real friend, knowing that this kind of shit going on, would not hate another man for trying to make sure his wife and kids survive, do some terrible shit that's going to happen. I wouldn't do that to no other brother and make him feel bad because he just got enough for his family. But go ahead,
Con, this is deep. Now we're reading the Bible, y'all, just in case you forgot. All right. Now let's just take some of the arguments and compare them to this text. So was the wise evil for not sharing oil with the foolish?
No, they wasn't.
Exactly. You got to get your own damn oil. And that's good because now you have to take accountability. But watch this. I'm going to read this again. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Self-preservation. You see this? Apply the scriptures, brothers and sisters. Those who want to live off another man or another woman, you need to provide for yourself. Okay? That's what the Bible is saying. Now watch. Go ahead. Yeah, of course.
Yes. So in this experience that we're going through, all of us, this should actually put some pressure on you to stack up food because of what's going on. This should really put some pep in your step to, figure out and do something. Because it's nothing but a time period. We don't have that much time. So I would take this time really precious, to, do the best you can to try to stack up something, to have a budget, to put money on the side. I mean, people do it everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying yesterday about the nails done, about the other unnecessary things that we worrying about unnecessary stuff. And we should be putting that focus and that energy on putting food to the side, so, and, it's a lot of stuff going on as far as CERN and, they open up demonic portals. These people are trying to chip us up with the 5G, 6G, digital currency, the dollar is damn near finished. And I would recommend, you got to do something because it's like we don't have that much time. So that's all I have to say, brother.
Con says, no, you in the spirit. Listen, even though we bringing this out, we know how Israel is. There's always someone who's going to hear this message and do nothing. And then when it happens, when it all goes down, they're going to be the ones in the bread line asking and begging and all this other stuff, which we're going to deal with beggars too in the scriptures. Because remember, we royalty, y'all.
Let me respond to a comment right here, right? Don't take what I'm saying personally. It's not an attack where I'm saying I don't care about anyone or I don't care about Israel. That's not what I'm saying. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have been on here teaching or out in the streets teaching for years. I've been on this show almost 11 years in the community, helping, teaching, and warning people. What I'm saying is, it's not about saying fuck you or hate anybody else. What I'm trying to tell you is, it's going to come to the point where you're going to have to feel that way because it's about you surviving. And if you don't have that mentality and you come with a different mentality, then you could compromise yourself. And then you could end up getting your whole family killed because you let your emotions of worrying about other people destroy what you have. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's not a hate thing or you don't care about your people. I care about all of our viewers, our followers, everyone. But to an extent where if they just want to be stupid, not listen, then what am I supposed to do? Worry? Hell no. Because at the end of the day, when they go down, and if something happened to my child, ain't nobody gonna be saying, oh, you know, everybody, oh, my condolences, da, da, da. That's all you're gonna get. And I was like, well, if I didn't take that trip to try to get this person's food, maybe this shit wouldn't happen. If I didn't invite them down, they got followed by these people because they didn't do nothing when they should have prepared. Maybe this wouldn't happen. That's the situation. Every time this stuff happens, it's always happening because somebody being emotional or compassionate. Well, we got to help these people. Go watch The Walking Dead, all them movies. When they in all them situations, always that one person with the emotions that fucks up the whole crew for everybody, end up getting a whole bunch of people killed because they going off of their emotions. Your emotions is a weakness. It can get you killed. Men ain't supposed to think like women, especially in a time of war. We supposed to think like men. If a woman is acting like that, you tell her straight up, bitch, shut up, sit your ass down and be quiet. You don't know what you talking about. This ain't the time for that. Whimping and crying and you worry, oh, the poor little baby. Oh, well, it's going to happen. It ain't going to be the only casualties. It's going to be many more of them. And that's just life. You just want to deal with it because the scripture says it's going to be a time on earth that it never was before. So if you can't get it, I don't know what to tell you. We'll go ahead, DeBar.
Hey, and I want to say this, Sharsham. Listen, you know, because like the sister said, she said, you've done your job by warning the people. And that's exactly what we're doing here, just giving a warning. The other thing is that everybody that is in the comment section, not everybody's sincere. We know we got some trolls out there. We know we got some gainsayers, and we know we got some, you know, scoffers. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these are people probably just trying to get a reaction. And here's the thing. If they really truly believe that not preparing is the best way action to take, well, let's see what happens to them when all this stuff go down. And because I'm telling you right now, what Israel does is they sit here and listen to this stuff from the ones that's foolish. And then when it all goes down, they start thinking about the things that was brought out. You know what I'm saying? But this, you know, this message is for those who are sincere in this truth. For those that's not, those that want to gainsay, scoff, listen, do what you do somewhere else. Or you could stay here too, because we like the viewership. You can keep giving us views, but we're not going to engage you on a serious level because we know you're not here for real. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it's got to be. I don't know anybody in this world that wants to live off somebody else unless you down with being a bum. You know what I'm saying? And in Israel, we prince, we nobles. You know what I'm saying? We princesses and we queens. You know, we got everything. We're a noble people, a holy people. So I never really seen any nobility think like a peasant. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people that be gainsaying, they got a peasant mindset. They got a slave mindset. They want to stay on the plantation. They don't want to rule the earth. And it's okay because listen, they're going to be weeded out through the famine. They're going to be the ones in the bread line getting gunned down because they want to depend on everybody else. They don't want to be a leader. A leader does something for themselves, finds out solutions for themselves and for their household. And then you help when you got something to bring to the table. But if you come in with an empty palm, with an itchy palm and a mouth open and you grown and you a grown man, I got to really reassess the word man. You know, you might be my mom used to say it like this. There's a lot of grown people in diapers. So you might just be an old boy. You ain't even a man yet, you know what I'm saying? But let me get down with these scriptures and we can engage on a deeper level. So this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 10. And while they went to buy, this is talking about the foolish. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. See you late. Okay. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I knew you not. Now watch this. Watch therefore, ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. So we got to be ready, Israel. That's the mentality. And we got to be ready for the different trials we're going to face. We got to be ready when it comes to keeping this laws, the statutes and commandments. You can't run out of oil. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that lamp and you got to put that oil in it. I want to get one more precept real quick and then we could open it up. Let me see. Is this what I wanted? Yes. I want this one. And I want, here we go, right here. So this is Sirach chapter 40. And we're going to start. And this is for you brothers, man, that love to have a welfare mentality. You know what I'm saying? See, men is different than women. Women, we know they need resources, they need support. But you can't sit up here and call yourself a Hebrew and, you know, you a Lord and a God and all this other stuff when you got this kind of mindset. We're going to bring this out. This is Sirach chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg. I'm going to read that again. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better is it to die than to beg. Here it is, verse 29. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life, for he polluteth himself with other men's meat, going into their substance. But a wise man, well nurtured, will beware thereof. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless. See, some of you brothers is shameless, man. You love begging. Begging is a very weak and effeminate spirit, man. You got to go out there and go get it, man. Listen, we got to, our forefathers, we didn't have a beggar mentality, man. We wasn't like that. We went out and we produced. How you going to be above all nations, but you sitting here begging? How you going to say you connected to the Most High dealing with you, but you begging out here? That don't even make sense, man. You got to really get into this Bible and really see what kind of person you are. Because look, if you want to be a beggar, that's on you. But me and my house, we ain't rolling like that, man. We got to go out here and go get it. And the sisters in Babylon, most sisters, I'm going to keep it 100, man. These sisters out here, and we know brothers deal with a lot of stuff, but these sisters out here, they dealing with stuff too. And they getting jobs. They killing it, y'all. You brothers, man, make me sick. Some of you brothers out here always begging, man. Can you help me? Can you help me? We got sisters out here getting it, getting jobs, got children. Maybe they had a wicked man or a wicked husband is still holding the fort down with children and no male assistance, man. So what the hell is wrong with you brothers, man? We got women with children out here that ain't begging. It just at the end of the day, it shows you that maybe, you know, that Willie Lynch is really got to you. Maybe you physically strong, but you mentally weak. And maybe that sister out here she physically strong, but her mind is right. She got the right mindset. And you brothers who repent and come to this truth, man, get that Willie Lynch syndrome off you, man. Really repent. Get that off you. Get that spirit off you, man, because we about to go through a lot of stuff. And it ain't going to be easy out here. You got to gird up your loins like the scriptures say and stand up manfully. We're going to get that one too later. But let me finish this out. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless, but in his belly there shall burn a fire. You brothers gonna be starving. You're gonna be starving to death. That's what's gonna happen for you brothers that love to beg, love to live off another man's table. The Most High ain't with you on that. There's no way you can manipulate yourself or manipulate the scriptures to say it's okay to live off another man's table. It's not happening. Let me get this last one, and then we're gonna open it up. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 33. Be not made a beggar by banqueting upon borrowing, when thou hast nothing in thy purse. So stop asking to borrow. Stop begging, man. That is a weak spirit for a man to have. Begging. You're a producer. You're a god. You're a king. You're a priest. You're a noble. You're supposed to be out here getting it and finding ways to get it legally. Okay? For thou shalt lie in wait for thy own life and be talked upon. See, when brothers had that weak mentality, nobody likes that, because it really makes you think like, damn, is this a boy or is this a man? Or is this a little girl? You know what I'm saying? What kind of guy are you? You know what I'm saying? You might be a transgender because you got a female mentality when it comes to just providing for your own household, man. So you brothers got to stop with that weak feminine spirit, man. Stand the hell up manfully, like the scriptures say. We going into the worst freaking global.
He told you, stop crying. Load up your goals like a man.
Yeah. Like it's just odd, man. It's odd, man. But you know, again, you know, this is not to put any of our brothers down. You know, this is all about getting ready. Like, who don't get ready? You know how to brush your teeth in the morning. You know how to do certain things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these brothers got that mama's boy mentality. Like they need mama to go get it, or they want a sugar mama to go get it. No, that's not a man. Okay. If you can't get it for yourself, you need to learn. And me and Sharshan will happily mentor you so you get what you need. But don't be sitting up here trying to live off everybody's coattail and stuff, man. Okay. That's not the spirit of Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. So I'm gonna leave it at that, King, and I'm gonna give it back to you. Go ahead.
So with that, the platform is open now. The link is pinned in the room. So everybody's welcome to come on. Even you with the negative comments, calling people clowns. What's his name? Broad Rollins or whatever. He said you throwing subliminals the ball. These people out here crazy. You know what I mean? Or anybody. Yep. You oppose what we saying? Hey, come on and tell us how you feel about it. And you give us your scenario on what you're going to do on the day of calamity. Are you going to be giving away your food? You going to be helping people? That you
I guess, look, I guess they're going to be doing cannibalism.
There you go. Yep.
I guess they're going to eat their children.
Yeah.
I mean, they might as well.
They're going to have dog and rat souffle out here, man. And somebody going to steal it from them or kill them on it.
Like the Black Man podcast said yesterday, a lot of niggas going to be roasting pit bulls.
Yep. They're going to turn into Moab real quick.
The boy, he said he want to see you with the gloves.
Hey, I don't be paying attention. Listen, man. Listen, I don't even pay attention, man. The life I'm living, honestly, it don't even matter, man.
I don't even
Some
know
of these guys, yeah, they can't be half as great as us.
Wait, this dude says stop aborting babies. Is he talking about me?
No. He just thought it's a troll. You know what I'm saying? These trolls.
I told you last night was crazy. I blocked like 14 people, so I'm not surprised they made new YouTube channels, changed the names, and came back on. You know, it's funny, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna keep it.
Yes, I never aborted no babies.
He's not talking about you.
Yeah, hey, sis, don't even pay no attention.
Okay, I'm
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, man. Look, don't even think all of us Israelite brothers is bums, man.
Hold on. True knowledge. I don't remember you. You got to show your face. Anybody come on here? You know y'all got to show your face too. You're not coming on the platform without showing your face. So, true knowledge. You got to show your face, brother, in the back chat. I got to see who you are.
But yeah, what I was saying is, and I'm gonna let you knowledge speak real quick. But don't think for the audience out there, not to the FOPE family and those that rock with us, but for our detractors and some of these trolls, listen, don't think that we all bums. Okay, I've been to over 30 different countries in the outside of the United States, got investments.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting ready to have houses all over the world. So don't take us lightly like, hey, we don't know what we're talking about. And we're not going to get emotionally involved with your stupid comments because at the end of the day, we know what it is. You're trying to detract. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you already shown what type of person you are to sit up here and waste your time trying to get into an argument online. You're pretty much a bum in a low life. Okay. Why? I mean, go do something useful and profitable to you or to your community. Why are you spending time out here trying to argue with us? That already show you that as a person, you're already a low life. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody taking none of your comments serious. None of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I want to say shalom to Elder Baruch and to my brother True Knowledge.
True Knowledge. You can chime in since you just came on. I want to ask you before you start or whatever, your opinion on the title of the video in the day of calamity for us helping other people with food and things like that. We want to know your opinion on it.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you out. Go ahead.
Yeah, this me from DC with the America, the True Old World when I was on the other day. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say it like this: the problem is we got a lot of scared people in Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get in there with the white man, but I feel like what's gonna happen, we gonna have to get in there with the white man and go to war. You know what I'm saying? When all hell break loose. That's why I stand on it. Yeah, man, we just gonna have to stand on what we stand on. That's what's gonna happen. But we got a lot of scared people out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to get.
Hey, true knowledge. I want to back you up on that. Here's the thing, Israel, too. We gotta love ourselves so much. Like, we're not always gonna agree on doctrine, and it's okay. But if I look at the brother, true knowledge, that brother is a reflection of God, and he's a reflection of me. At the end of the day, I want that brother to stand, whether we agree or not on doctrine. I want that brother to survive, because when he thrives and I thrive, we thrive. So we got to begin to also change our thinking, because in this Israelite community, man, or the One West, really, One West, the understanding was, hey, we got the truth. We the home of the truth. No, listen, man, we in the last days. We got the band together. We all we got. All right. And at the end of the day, guess what? If this brother out here, he got resources, I got resources, man, we could come together and we could sit up here and fortify a city. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. But let me let the other panel members speak. Elder Baruch, Elder Don P, my brother Shar Yahawada, Shalom. You brothers got the floor.
Shalom, peace and grace, family. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, to all the beautiful brothers and sisters on the panel and the chats. Kwam Yasharallah, peace and grace be with you from the God of our fathers. I think some of the brothers and sisters might have misunderstood where Sharshan was coming from, because when you read in Second Ezra how it's really going to be, you're going to have the serious spirit of discernment is what I'm looking to say, because sometimes helping the wrong person can get your family destroyed. So I do understand where Sharshan is coming from the standpoint of, you know, in them days, it says that a man shall not have pity upon his neighbor, but shall utterly destroy their houses with the sword. And a man's household is his family, is his merchandise. So, you know, a part of your goods being destroyed that could be your children, that could be your wife, it could even be yourself. So it's a very sensitive subject, because we still supposed to love our neighbors as ourselves. The scriptures say, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. And I believe in the context of that, it's talking about us loving each other as Israelites, based on some of the studies that I've done. But it's a sensitive one, but I just hope that Israel didn't take what Sharshan said the wrong way, because he talked about how he didn't really mean it like how it was portrayed. And I want to say shalom to Brother Yashar and Brother Rashard and Brother Mashayach and the Willie Bullies, because they did come on the panel and talk about it. It's a sensitive subject, but I understand the concern, at least, that Sharshan has concerning protecting his family. But at the same time, I do believe you got to love your neighbor as yourself. So it's a sensitive one, especially in the end times when all hell gonna break loose. You got to really be dealing with a very wise spirit of discernment to help somebody that ain't gonna destroy you. So it's a sensitive one,
Con. And I just want to respond to that real quick. You're right. You know, it might be a sore subject, but brothers got to stand up and man up. Stop saying like, and I know this is not geared towards you, Shar Yahawada, but we got to do away with this sensitive subject bullshit. Listen, as a man, it's on you. You have the responsibility. Okay, period. We got sisters out here doing it by they fucking self. Excuse my French. It's no excuse as a man to be sitting up here trying to live on another man's table when you got sisters out here killing it in Babylon, not making no excuses. How are you going to lead these women if they damn near leading you? You ain't a leader.
Brother DeBar, you made an excellent point, brother. You made an excellent point, because I am for self-sufficiency, and I'm not going to expect you or Sharshan or any other Hebrew Israelite to protect my family in them days. I'm going to have to protect them with everything I got as a man. I have to be prepared with a pantry. I got to be prepared with if I got to go back to the motherland or Mexico or just wait on the angels somewhere else. So I hear what you're saying, and that's a very, very valid point. You know, You know,
right.
and sometimes if I help the wrong brother, it might get me destroyed, but it might be a test from the Lord at the same time, seeing if I'm gonna help the right brother. So I hear what you're saying. You got to be accountable as a man for yourself and your family first and foremost.
That's right. And I just want to just, you know, put a bow on this and say that we have women, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. These sisters, the Most High blessed our sisters, man. I'm inspired by them. You got sisters out here going to Africa, man, just up and going, straight faith. You know what I'm saying? You got sisters out here holding a household down. No man might have dealt with a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't work, but she ain't crying. She ain't licking her wounds. She out here getting it. Then we got brothers out here talking about woe is me. Yellow makes me sad. And I need some assistance. Brother, you have the wrong spirit. Babylon has worn you down. Get back into your manly spirit and rise the hell up. Go get a job. Go double up. This is what brothers do.
Hey, Salakia, Deborah, I hate to interrupt you one more time, but shalom to the sisters that's doing exactly what you just mentioned, man. Some of the sisters got inheritance set up for their children. Me and wifey done seen a couple of them on TikTok where when Jake turned 18, she already got land for Jake. She done bought a house for Jake. She got people living in the house paying Jake money before he even knew he had a house. So, man, all praises to Yahawashi Yahawashi for showing the sisters a lot of favor. You know, we should be happy to see that Eve has been blessed. That's the mother of the Lord. Mary is a so-called Negro woman. So brothers shouldn't be hating on Mary. I had to bring that out.
Yeah. And I want to just say this real quick to, you know, again, to clarify. Look, we got sisters out here that's killing it. So you got to ask yourself as a man, how you going to lead her if she's leading you? You behind her. You got this. The Bible, listen, I'm telling you, look, Ha Mashayach Yahawashi is what they call an austere man. The scriptures say he's a man of war. How you going to sit up here, come to Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, and you living off you living off your woman, or you basically in a situation where your woman is leading you in everything. You don't remember, masculine women and effeminate men are not making the kingdom. So you got to get out of that Willie Lynch. You got to get out of that spirit of woe is me, yellow makes me sad, and go get it. Like Outkast had a song. You need to get up, get out, and get something. We need to bring some of these old school songs back, because that was a heavy message for certain brothers, man. Don't spend all your life trying to get high, right? You need to get up, get out, and get something. And I'm gonna just keep it 100, man. We didn't hear the sisters talking like this. This is what's scary in Babylon, y'all. It was brothers. It was brothers that was, oh, you're not going to help your neighbor. Oh, man, what happened? What about me? Brother, we have to take on that manly spirit and start working for solutions. Now, watch this. We're not saying that everybody going to be rejected. Sharshem clarified that yesterday, too. You know what I'm saying? Brothers got to scatter and relocate, because we already know there's going to be war and different things going on, civil uprisings. There's going to be a race war. So if you have to geographically get resituated in a different area, you hit up a brother and say, yo, you know, I proved this brother, right? Because the Bible says prove a friend and don't be hasty to credit. So, okay, boom, I proved this brother. Okay, me and him could, you know, he could come to the fort and we could hold the fort down with 2 men in the house, his family, my family, and we could rock. You know what I'm saying? But that brother is coming to the table with a certain manly spirit. He not coming with a beggar spirit. He not coming with a I need to live off my woman kind of spirit. You know what I'm saying? He coming with that manly alpha spirit, like the when you read about the men of war that David had. That's the type of brother I'm trying to team up with. But if you one of them brothers that got that Willie Lynch BS on you, man, listen, miss me with all of that, bro. Matter of fact, go join up with Esau. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. But yeah, Elder Don P, you got anything, King?
Yeah, we're just getting started, but man, it's always about, this should be on your mind. It really ought to be on your mind. I'm still out working. I'm still out in the field working. I'm gonna probably be out of here until until the legal time says I can't work no more, which is 9 o'clock, because I still got more money to get. But during my travels, I'm always looking for how can I better my situation in the future? How do I get something today that's going to help me when this all comes down? Man, I'm gonna just say it. I'm a big lot addict. Anytime I see a big lot, so I just came out of Big Lot in this other city, man. I got me a 19-inch, 190. What they call it? Well, they call it 190. Anyway, it's a 19-inch gas grill, and it uses little gas pods. So I'm gonna stock up on these gas pods, and if my electricity that I create through my solar fails, you know, I got my gas generator, and I got this what you call it? I got this this gas grill to cook on too. So anyway, man, I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Mashayach's not playing. He told you to get ready. I'm gonna land my plane.
Hey, let me say this real quick. I don't know. I think some people in the chat might be a little confused about what the bar is saying. Okay, and about people. We ain't saying people are begging or begging us. Okay, we're talking about people who know what's going on out here and not willing to prepare themselves. Then you becoming a beggar when you know you should prep. Like, people be on this platform all the time. We just showed canned goods, different things you should buy for survival, knives, things like that. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, if this person aware of the situation, know what's going on, had funds, and didn't prep, then you making yourself a beggar. You didn't do nothing to prepare. Why would you do that? Why would you put your family and yourself in that situation, but then want to go to somebody else that did prep or just got enough and feel that you should be included in that? And that's what we saying. I'm not a heartless, cold-hearted person. I help many people. I still help people in the community to this day. People hit me up all the time and say, Sham, can you help me out with this? And if I got it, I help them. Do it all the time. I did a lot of things on the hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we getting at people saying you're a beggar, you're a bum. That's not what we're saying. We're trying to tell you, listen, you need to get up off your ass and do what you got to do. Because when this thing go down, it ain't even going to be the Israelites really in the community that's coming to you first. It's going to be your family members that's going to come to you first. And then it's going to be your friends, your best friends from the world and all them. They're the ones that's going to be hitting you up. They're the ones that's going to be saying, hey, man, what's going on? We need food. The kids ain't eating over here. How things going? Then you also going to have the Israelites. Some of your Israelite friends are going to be hitting you up. So you're going to have so many people from different directions that's going to be calling you in a day of calamity. Point blank period. It's going to happen. Multiple people from multiple places. Now, you telling me us in the community that got family or Israelites that's awake, that's prepping now, that's been telling their family, and they just been totally annoying them day by day, not caring. When this shit go down, you got sisters, cousins, got plenty of kids, and they ain't got no food, some of them on the system, and then they're trying to come to you to relinquish what you stock for your family. Now you in a rock and a hard place, because I got brothers and sisters, some of them feel like they're obligated. I deserve to be here because we're blood. We ain't supposed to do each other like that. And I'm like, well, you the same person that laughed at me when I was prepping. But now I got to take in a whole nother family. And then now you got other Israelites that feel like they need to come in. So basically, it's like everything you built and worked for is gone now. Because you got to do the number. The numbers. This is what I mean by it, right? Ain't nobody trying to fast and eat 1.5 meals a day and drink a protein shake. Niggas ain't trying to do that. People, the life of 3 square meals a day is over with. People want 3 square meals a day. You got hungry kids and you got adults, and some people, they want calories. They want to put the food in them. You feel me? People ain't trying to transition from no lifestyle and make sacrifices for people. So it all sounds good until the time come and you put in that position where you got your mom, your uncles, your cousins, and everybody trying to band together. Then you're going to have them that want to go ride and loot, and you go out there acting fool, and then you got the militias, and then they out there shooting. It's just too much. So you got to start thinking about it, using your brain and saying, wait a minute, man, this is too much going on, too many situations. I'm better off with my stuff for my family, and I can survive. If I do this other stuff, you're going downhill quick. That's all I'm trying to say. So it's not personally, I hate somebody, I don't want to help nobody. You just got to think about the situation that's going on. You're not going to make it. Point blank, period. And that's just my opinion.
Hey, let me say this too. Some of these guys on here that are being naysayers and gainsayers, many of them come from Sakari camp, man. Many of them, they mad.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna answer my sister Flyer. So Flyer, you asked me how many meals that I eat a day. Okay, so right now, the most meals I eat, sis, is 2 meals. I had 1 meal today, right? It's 10:51. I ate some chicken earlier with 2 sides. I haven't ate nothing else. Right now, I'm drinking water. So right now, we doing a live show. Before I go to bed tonight, I got a little salad upstairs that I'm gonna eat. I don't take in a lot of solid food. My body started changing. Most High did that to me for some years now, where I wasn't eating a lot of solid food intake. So I don't eat a whole bunch of food. I can go to work, eat 1 time a day, and I can still be good. I don't take in a lot of solid food for me. Everybody else can't do that. Everybody else's bodies work differently. Some people need 3 meals, 4 meals with snacks. I don't. And this is what I mean by your food the less you eat solid foods, the more you can rationalize. And if you do need more food in you, or you need to make up the proteins, drink a protein powder shake. It'll make all that solid food up that you didn't get. You'll get it from the protein shake. You'll get the same minerals, just got in the liquid form. So I eat 2 meals a day, or I'm getting down to maybe 1.5. That's the truth. But go ahead, DeBar.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, when you look at some of these comments, man, right? These are the same actors that we've been dealing with for a minute. A lot of them, Sakari, you know what I'm saying? They just changed their name up. They write, you know what I'm saying? They write whatever comment they write because they're trying to disrupt. And the bottom line is they know we bringing out things that make sense. But when you have an enemy or a detractor, nothing that you say that's logical makes sense to them, because their objective is to get you off course. Their objective is to disrupt whatever you got going. And, you know, to be honest with you, I mean, the things that we be bringing out on FOP, we be killing it, man. That's why these brothers tune in. Think about this. Some people, you know, like this platform, you know, shout out to you, Shar Sham and Elder Qanath, for the spirit that's on you, brothers. But a lot of times when the Most High is working with you, even your haters tune in. And they can't help it. They got to tune in. They got to see what you about, see what you up to. They didn't want to challenge you. They didn't want to write these little comments and stuff. It's like, bruh, go get a life. You know what I'm saying? Go do something useful for yourself. Because brothers is good over here, man. Brothers out here got that hustle strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go on somebody else's platform talking and typing and my lifestyle looking horrible, or I don't agree with your doctrine, or I disagree with you. Well, then listen, you're not forced to be here. So 1 + 1 = peace. You see what I'm saying? So it's all good, but that's why I look at it like this. I just ignore brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of these brothers, man, they hurting. They mad because they ain't gonna get the kingdom, because they already know they against the law of Moses. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. I don't take nothing that people saying personal at all.
I want to say this too, right? For respectfully for everybody, right? Don't take nothing I'm saying personal. I'm not trying to help nobody, man. I mean, hurt nobody. I'm trying to help people, man. I'm telling y'all, generally, it comes from a good place. Just giving y'all some good knowledge. If the shit go down, a famine go down, and you got to survive for 2 years off the food you got to drop your solid food intake to at least 1 meal or 1.5 meals a day in a protein shake to get the extra minerals you need to make it. You're not going to survive. You got to remember, children, when they hungry, you got to feed them. My daughter's not going to drink a protein shake or anything like that. You know what I mean? They need their little food to make it. You feel me? And my kids don't eat much. My youngest daughter eat a lot. My oldest daughter, she eat like a bird. So me and my wife understand the dynamics of that. And then my wife don't eat a lot. So, and I think the Most High must have did this for a reason. One of my daughters eat The other one eat like a bird. My wife, she eat once meals a day or maybe 1.5 meals. She already eat that way. And my body is already refrained to that. So I know we're going to be good for us when it comes to food and meal prepping. Like I said, when you do it, don't waste nothing. Make sure you make just enough of whatever y'all going to eat and you can survive. But you can't survive. The life of 3 square meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, that shit is always going to happen. You're not going to survive a famine that way. That's all I'm trying to tell people. You know what I mean? I know it might be hard to hear. Or people like, damn, man, I wish I had me some pizza and some wings and da-da-da. I want to pig out. That life is over with soon, man. Because like I said, once the meat is gone and ain't no more meat on the shelves, yes, that's when the whole, what we was talking about the bar with the eating human flesh shit, they're going to start doing that. Trust me.
Yep.
The meat is just for protein, but you can get proteins. You can get protein from plants, plant-based protein powder. You can get it from nuts, many other different things. That's all. So you got to think about how you got to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell people, man. But don't hate your brother for just telling y'all the truth.
And everybody ain't Israel. That's Israel. Everybody ain't a brother. And y'all should check out that movie, The Road, because that's a good movie to get yourself in the mentality of what's getting ready to come. Another one is Soylent and Green. What they're starting to find out is that a lot of these products that you buy from the supermarket, they have human parts and organs in them. So cannibalism on a low level has already started. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good topic because, again, like we brought out, man, listen, we here to serve the people. We here to help our people. And we already see that they're talking about a global famine that starts in 2022. And by 2023, it's going to even get worse, right? So Israel, let's all prepare and let's be like the ant, right? And I want to get that in Proverbs chapter 6 real quick. Let me read that real quick. Let's get Proverbs 6. And I'm going to start at verse 6 and we're going to read down. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. You see that? You see the scriptures, man. I'm telling you, man, the scriptures is so real on the subject that we was just bringing out, man. Like, it's telling us not to be a sluggard. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures is telling us clear. And then in verse, let me read that again. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth. This is verse 11. And thy want as an armed man. See? So that's why we bringing this out again, because again, y'all, we here to help. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and fall back. Any brothers on the panel want to bring something out? Floor is yours.
Debar, does the scriptures tell us to be sober and to be vigilant? Doesn't the Bible also talk about those among our people who have rejected knowledge, that they run the risk of Yahweh rejecting them and their kids? So you got to look at some of our people who we've been telling, you guys, we fit the prophecies of the biblical Jews and Israelites. Scripture tells us to be measured out the time diligently in itself. Me personally, me and wife, we be watching Naked and Afraid. We've been trying to get off the grid. We've been, like we don't see it to be a lack of wisdom to prepare for a famine or a food shortage or to have a pantry. We don't walk the earth thinking that it's just, I'm gonna be able to DoorDash some food to my house every day. It's really not that type of party. So I already been prepping, and I've already been in the state of mind that it's a wise thing to prepare for those things. It's a part of me measuring the time diligently. be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is looking to devour you like a roaring lion. A part of you not being prepared for a famine is a way that the devil can devour you. So if you're asking me, I think it's wise to prepare and be ready for something like that, and really meditate on whether or not you might have to go live in the bush. You know, a lot of people make fun of that, but it's a very real thing.
God, King, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. True knowledge. You got something, King? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah, I just want to say, man, the problem is, man, you know, we can't escape this, man. The problem is, man, this guy, man, enough, man. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm a young brother too. I'm 19, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Don P, man, because I know that's a real old one, man. Man, the problem is, man, niggas got man up, man. We going to war anyway. Fuck it. We might as well get it there. That's what I'm saying, man. Niggas gotta stand up, man. Every man must choose if you gonna lay down and stand up when it's wartime, man. It's wartime, man. We gotta go to war. You know what I'm saying? Until we see, I don't believe y'all sure coming on the chariots, man. I'm tore on in the pocket. So I believe King David gonna be the one that's gonna be the true ruler. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, to the most high, he gathered his people, man, take us to the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta do what we gotta do. Go to war. Fuck it. We here anyway. Might as well man up now. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely, King. We gotta get ready. I mean, let me get this precept, because the scriptures tell us, man, look, make ready thy battle. That's what the scriptures say. In other words, wartime is here. So what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that precept real quick. Let me get that real quick about us being pilgrims in the earth too. So watch this. This is Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. So look, it's wartime, gentlemen. All right. We ain't in peace no more. You know, even Solomon said, man, there's a season. Okay. And I'm gonna get that in Ecclesiastes, man. It's a season for everything out here, man. We not in the season of peace no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not in that season no more. We're in the season of war. All right. And you got to get war ready, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be ready.
And it's a difference between murder and killing too.
That's right. Bring that out, King. Go ahead.
I want to bring it on the scripture, man. I just want to say to my people, man, I know y'all believe y'all sure coming back on the chariots, right? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, man, I believe no man can die for our son. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, man, King David gonna be our king. So I got a lot, just like I believe the biblical land is over here. You know what I'm saying? In Peru. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I just said, man, I'm just saying, man, niggas got man up. We got too many house Negroes out here, man. A lot of people, man, they selling out for money. Man, ain't got no pressing with the morals, but they stand on, man. And that's the problem out here, man. It's fucked up that a young king out here, I'm 19 years old, out here preaching to a bunch of 28 niggas that's 28 years old. And I ain't got the type mentality I got. That's what told you, man, we fucked up out here, man. So, man, niggas got man up, man. We gotta get ready for war, because we going to war anyway. Ain't no you gonna escape the Arab. It's a lot of people that wanna go to Africa, they're trying to escape. Ain't no escaping nothing. This going on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody escaping nothing. That's all I'm saying, man. So it don't matter where you go, man. People trying to escape too, man. Peru, Africa, Jordan, it don't matter, man. It's going down everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We going to war with God. You know what I'm saying? All praise.
Con. Let me get this precept, and I'm we could have a little dialogue about that. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain. I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. So we are no longer in a time of peace. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, true knowledge, one of the things, our perspective, we know it's going to be bad everywhere, right? But this is one of the things that we say. In America, everybody is agriculturally dependent. As a matter of fact, Jeff Bezos, Chinese billionaires, and Bill Gates are buying all the farmland. So even if you really want to get the farmland in the best places, these billionaires already got it, because they're trying to get agricultural control over the populace. So when we talk about going to Africa, Africa is agriculturally independent. So people are not going to grocery stores to get their food, to get their produce. They're going either in the field or they're going to a black market somewhere where they can sell food right fresh from the ground. You know what I'm saying? So we're not escaping or leaving America out of fear, because it ain't got nothing to do with fear. I mean, brothers on this platform and many other brothers, most people in Israel are not armed to the T and more combat ready than us. You know what I'm saying? And we could show you that maybe offline, because we don't do it. We don't put our business out there. So it ain't got nothing to do with the war, any of that. It has something to do with the fact that agriculturally people are being manipulated, and when these people who control the land like that are not giving you access to the resources, that right there is going to provoke a big war. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just going to be dependent. And we know these billionaires, they got control over the government. And when it come to beefing with the government, you ain't gonna win that battle. Esau, he's a sword, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High is using to correct us. So that's what we talking about, King. We're not talking about leaving on the strength of fear. We talking about setting up a plan, putting in work where we got more control over the land and the resources.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. But I was trying to say, since y'all believe, but y'all believe in Yahshua, I don't. I mean, I believe he is a historical figure. I believe he's real, but I don't believe he's gonna come back on no chariot. Which I say the UFOs are. But so and according to the scripture, according to y'all doctrine, he's gonna be the one that deliver us anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people trying to fulfill that prophecy. But the other thing is though, you said something about Africa. It's all. See, the thing is, I don't believe Esau is the white man. I believe Esau is a black man. That's in Africa right now. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of nations out there, man. Don't think. I think that's what I think people think. Don't think you just gonna go out there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. You hear me? All easy and stuff like that. It definitely ain't going down like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Edo get eight. Edo get eight, man. That's what I'm trying to say, man.
And I feel you, brother. You know, I'm gonna yield the floor after this, but you know, I think in terms of doctrine right now, like the doctrines, I mean, it's good to have maybe a doctrinal discussion, but we in the time now where our doctrinal differences don't matter because our enemies is killing us, and we sit up here fighting with one another, or we sit up here debating with one another when we got people massacring black people. You know what I'm saying? We got people out here trying to hurt us. And that's why for me as a brother, man, I don't really get too much into the debating on scriptures, you know, unless it's stuff that's like a clear violation. Like, yo, you can't be popping these heathen women out here trying to bring them in Israel and stuff like that. That is self-hatred at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? And if we made an image of God in Christ or Ha Mashayach and Yahweh, well, it's only one woman that's going to give you that same image. These other heathen women can't look like the creator and his son, Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. So as far as that goes, you know what I'm saying? I'm with that. I'm on that kind of energy and that kind of time. But anything else in terms of doctrine, I don't think is really helpful to the community to continue to debate on it, because again, our enemies out here are confederate against us, like I say in Psalms 83. And while we debating, while we sitting up here looking at the other brother, what he not doing, what he is doing, or looking at the other sister, what she not doing, what she is doing, our enemies rounding us up. And in these cities in particular, black women are missing. You know what I'm saying? There's really no coverage on that for real like that. And obviously our young men are killing each other because they subscribe into that gangster stuff. So it's a lot of things, man, we got to do. I think we got to really start to unify just on the strength of, look, man, you my brother, you melanated, you know what I'm saying? You from the seed and the loins of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock. You know what I'm saying? We got to fortify ourselves. So that's where I'm at with that. But I'm going to give the floor to somebody else. I don't want to monopolize.
DeBar, Ak, and just to the panel and the brothers and sisters listening, to our brother, True Knowledge, when you look in observable nature, which you can see every day in life, right? Even our people who don't believe they Israelites, we already have become the wandering Jews of the world. Brothers are going to Mexico to live, Portugal, Spain, Africa. It's something that's telling black people that something is about to go wrong in America. And not just so-called black people, right? It's even other ethnic groups that's seeing the downfall of this kingdom. So, when I first found out I was Israel, I was ready to read off the pages downtown Minneapolis until this place falls. You feel me? And I'm not saying that I lost that same zeal, but I got to be honest with you, Ak. I would rather wait for the angels in a whole nother place, man. I would like to have at least 10 seconds of peace with some type of nature before all hell breaks loose. So if I can control having that, I certainly want to pursue that. But I want to just to land me back on us being pilgrims in the earth, right? You're starting to see that brothers and sisters, whether they believe they Israel or not, man, they relocating to Panama, different places in South America. Brothers and sisters are establishing communities in Mexico. Brothers and sisters are establishing communities in Portugal and Spain, in different parts of Africa. So in my opinion, we've become the wandering Jews of the earth in a lot of ways already.
Can I ask you sign up? You don't mind? Yahweh, I can ask you sign up.
Say it one more time, Mark.
Can I ask you sign real quick, if you don't mind?
Say it one more time.
I said, can I ask you sign if you don't mind real quick?
You wanted to bring something out?
He said he wanted to ask you something. True Knowledge.
Okay.
Low.
Okay.
In the chat saying they wanted you to speak up. They can barely hear you.
All
right. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You believe in 144,000 people going to rise up?
I do believe in the elect. I do believe Jesus is the king of Negroes and a supernatural Negro that's going to bring straight smoke on NASA. I sincerely do believe that. But I want to say that even with me believing that, I do think it's important that we find electricity, how to filter water, and how to find resources. Even if I'm with a brother who believes Christ is God, if I'm with a brother who only believes in the Torah, I think we should still have enough. Sense, is what I want to say, to agree that we need resources right now and that we have to become self-sufficient right now. So I mean, it's just certain things I'm not willing to bend with, as far as the whole teaching that non-Negro people can come with us, because in that day it's going to be crazy. Not being around your own people could cost you your life in that day. But I think as so-called black people, even brothers in the Kemetic community and the brothers that say they Moors and we saying we Israel, right? I think black people in general have to come to the conclusion that at the very least, we got to find electricity, water, you see what I'm saying, and food. We got to learn how to grow food. We got to get in the infrastructure. You know, we have to become self-sufficient is what I'm looking to say, So even if you don't believe that Christ is coming back, or you don't believe in Christ, period, right? Let's just say you don't believe in Christ, period. You believe David is the one that's going to liberate us, right? I'm just hypothetically speaking, and let's say I believe that Christ is coming back, right? We still need to be wise enough to find electricity, water, and resources, King.
And look, and let me just jump in real quick. Electricity is a luxury, man, just like toilet paper. All right. The Amish in them, yeah, before electricity was like that, when it was DC and AC power, people was living with fire, man. You know what I'm saying? They had lamps. So we also gotta understand that we got to be comfortable in an uncomfortable environment. We got to get off of this luxury, convenient kind of world and go back to more of a nomadic kind of lifestyle, because electricity, that's really just a luxury. It's very beneficial. It's amazing. But when you're talking about survival, when you're talking about really trying to live for real off the grid, electricity is one of those things you could rule out and still be okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a necessity, it's a want. I wholeheartedly agree with that. You know, if we had to, all the brothers on the panel right now, if we had to go out into the woods and start a fire with no matches or nothing, how many of us can do that right now?
I can.
So it's a lot of brothers that can't. You see what I'm saying, DeBar? So how much more so when you talk about how electricity is a luxury, right? That's even a more of an indication that this is a real serious thing. Right. Right. This is serious, man.
Do you think it's about the 1/3 or the 2/3?
I don't know. How would any nigga know that on earth? The Lord might spare my mama who don't even accept the gospel. How would any of us know that? The Lord might spare my mom who probably been rocking with white Jesus. And even when I tell her we Jews, she don't believe me, and he still might destroy me. So in humility, the Bible says Yahweh's ways are not our ways. Some of us just gonna have to find out when it happens, brother. Real talk.
So say if you not the 1/3, you the 2/3. If you move to Africa right now, can you escape what God got planned for you? Even if you escape from America, you still gonna escape what God got planned for you.
Brother, I have faith that the house of David is gonna be as God and as the angel of the Lord. So if I don't make it, I will be happy knowing my people made it. I'll be happy to know that my nation is back ruling, that we're not at the bottom, that the Lord's animals are not in the zoo, that the sons of God are in their rightful place. You know, like Sharshan was talking about how the Lord might use him to preserve his family that may be of the elect, but he might not be of the elect. That was very humble. You see what I'm saying? We don't know what Yahweh really is going to do at the end of the day, in my opinion, because of how the Bible talks about the Lord's ways not being our ways. So the Lord might use me to preserve my wife and my son. They might be of the elect, but I might not be. So in humility, I got an idea who the 2/3 might be. Of course, I probably want to believe my family that rejected the truth. They are the 2/3, or the brothers that see me preaching on the corners that say, we still gonna sag and gangbang and do bullshit and rock Michael Jordans and wild out like niggas in America. I mean, to the eye, I probably think they the 2/3, but what if the Lord humbled me in them days and say, well, Red Dot, I know you was out there with the fringes and I know you was preaching, but I didn't choose you. So, right. so it's a humbling thing to think about, man. We got to wait and see, in my opinion, but I wouldn't be able to say that.
Shaw, what's your opinion on Calamity hit and you just got enough for your family, but people show up wanting you to share the little resources that you got? What would you do? Because reason why I want everybody, I'm asking everybody's opinion, because you know the way that they try to scrutinize me, but I don't want to be the only one that gotta feel how I feel. I want to know, how do everybody else feel?
I mean, concerning wisdom, I only got enough for my family. People show up and need help, right? In the day of calamity, where a neighbor shall not have pity upon his neighbor, and the love of many shall wax cold.
Yep.
Shit, I gotta make sure Black Lily and Azariah is straight, King. I gotta make sure my family's straight, first and foremost, and I gotta preserve myself to protect them to the end.
And it's not personal, right?
No, it's not. No, not at all. But I mean, in that situation, I gotta speak realistically. Yeah, the zeal in me want to say, I'm gonna be right there for my brother, and I'm gonna open the door, and we're gonna be straight. Man, opening that door might get my whole family killed, including me.
Exactly.
So I had to be realistic with Israel. I got to preserve my rib and Jacob in my house, my son.
Exactly.
You know, and it's a tough pill for some of us to have to hear and swallow. But I want to be honest and transparent with Israel. You know, I'm not holier than thou. You know, I got flaws, so I got to protect my family first and foremost. And helping the wrong person at that time could cost me my life and my family's life. So it would be dangerous for you to open up your door in that day. concerning when we put our feelings to the side. It ain't gonna be like, it's not gonna be a normal family. It says there's gonna be sedition among men invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Man, it's gonna be anarchy is gonna break loose. You could lose your life letting the wrong person in your house.
Lorenzo, Riaz, I guess you're Hispanic. I never said F Israel. Why would I say F my nation? That's not what I said. I'm talking about the people out there riding, looting. I said, fuck them. Yeah, that's what I mean. Fuck them. What you want me to do? I can't save them. They want to go loot, get shot, get killed, act crazy. The hell with them. I'm not getting a part of that. See, the thing is, y'all trying to find anything to justify or try to create hate because of my opinion. Guess what? Sharshan meant what he said. I'm standing on my motherfucking swear. And I ain't taking shit back. Whether you like it or whoever else got a problem with what I said. See, it's people like you, okay, that's talk that. But when the time comes, the scripture says we all gonna go back to our own people. So you Hispanics, you Mexicans, y'all talking all that. But over in Cali, y'all kill black people. Y'all
I know. So man, I was born in 1985 in South Central Los Angeles. I've been in California for 32 years, Sharsham. Them is not our people. I don't give a fuck what none of them 12 tribe camps say. Them is not our people, and it shows an observable nature. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but them is not our people. Them ain't our people.
Scenarios saying, okay, I'm saying black man after black woman. I'm not saying after black man after black woman. I'm saying, listen, sometimes you just gotta say fuck them. Or whatever they doing, you can't help them. Like the scripture says, a dog returning to his own vomit. People out there in a mess. If you can't save it, you can't save them. They're a reject. They have to go. While trying to save something that don't want to be saved, or trying to help somebody that don't want to help themselves. You feel me? Y'all trying to make excuses for people. I ain't making no excuse. If they don't want to help themselves, oh well. They don't want to do that for themselves, oh well. Don't try to make me feel bad as a man saying I said F the nation of Israel. I never said F the nation of Israel. I'm talking about the people out there who know they should be doing something for themselves that's refusing to get up off their ass, to make the shit happen for their family, to sacrifice whatever they got to sacrifice whatever habits they got. Like I said, even if you have a habit and you can still sacrifice some of that, if you're not willing to give up nothing to sacrifice, I sacrifice a lot since I've been in this nation. And nobody don't know the shit I've been through that I had to sacrifice and put a whole lot of things on hold. But because now it's coming down to the wire, and guess what? We're all black channel here. We support our own people, okay? But I'm not foolish enough to know I can't join with some other nation because the scriptures tell us if you with them, you'll be thrust through. So he said, Sham, I agree. I don't like people.
See?
As well. I don't understand what he's trying to say. But
he's saying he don't like black people. But look,
that's fine. But don't try to make me feel guilty or trying to make it like I don't like black people. I love my people. What I'm saying is I understand the concept on how the scripture works. It's saying we are not going to make it. So Sharsam ain't out here trying to figure out who's supposed to make it and who not. All Sharsam is saying is I'm trying to survive through the shit. Point blank, period. And my people, if they with me, riding with me, and we together, and we gonna make it through, they know who they are. I ain't got to call no names on here and say this person, that person, because Sharsam don't need to do that. You feel me? I had to give an example yesterday because what my brother Daquan Yashar, because y'all just couldn't get it. But I don't have to do that. The people who I fuck with that know Sharsam got their back no matter what, can hit me for whatever, they know who they are. But when I'm saying random people popping up and this and that, or even some of my family members, oh well, not my problem. Remember, you laughed in my face. You said I was a fool. You said I was stupid and dumb. You doing that. Keep that same energy. Point blank, period. That's all I'm saying.
Sharsam, one of my good friends told me I was a black KKK member when I said we was the real Jews. I was so disappointed in this nigga when he said that.
Hey, that's how it be. But hey, Sharsam, that's why I was telling you that, and that's why I mentioned that earlier. I started to see a little trend with certain names, how they be like Spanish or mixed race names, and they commenting and all that stuff. I mean, hey, we thank you for your viewership. Hey, you giving us more likes and you giving us more views. But the reality is that you came here to detract and to disrupt. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we should spend too much time on these guys, because at the end of the day, they following our trends. You know what I'm saying? We the trendsetter. They out here tuning into what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? So
DeVar, they want to be like Mike.
That's exactly what it is, man. And listen, it's all good. We the salt of the earth, man. So it ain't nothing. I ain't mad. I ain't taking nothing serious. A lot of these guys, man, they upset because we brought the truth out. You know what I'm saying? They know they a reject. They not in the line of Israel, and they know they can't defeat the scriptures and the understanding that was brought out. So all they want to do now is just sit there, follow and gainsay, and it's getting old, man. It's like, man, what is your existence in this earth? Is your existence to sit up here and follow me, make comments about me? Like, what is your purpose? You know what I'm saying? You're showing yourself to be a total reject and a low life because you're cyber stalking me. So I don't think we should waste too much time on them. But for our people out here, man, listen, this is a good subject. We've been bringing it out, and we thank the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, for just the understanding of preparing. And I think as we continue to do this as a nation, what we're going to see, this stuff is going to pay off in dividends, y'all. While people go into bread baskets, while they sitting up there begging Esau for bread and all this other stuff, our people going to be sitting there self-sustaining. They're going to be ready for that transition, and it ain't going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? But for all those other people out here that was making fun of us, talking about, don't prepare, whatever the case may be, them going to be the ones up in that line asking for bread, begging for bread. They're going to be out there on the streets trying to scavenge and hunt, getting gunned down. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the reality.
Here's my next question then, right, to everybody. All right, say the time of calamity hit, and you got the military, National Guard might be giving out things. Do y'all think it's a good idea to go stand in line and to get free handouts from the government, food, if they even really truly want to give the people something? If they don't have the jab, do you think it's a good idea to go stand in line and try to get something and try to survive off of that? Because like I said, what I see, I feel like they trying to make the people dependable on the government and not on themselves, where we can't be self-efficient and do anything. Because like I said, once they already got the food going, they hit the water and the medicine, it's done. You got the people by the balls. You can't do nothing. And that's what it's coming down to. So do y'all think it's a good idea to go out there and line up in a little lines or get a food ration and things like that? What's y'all thoughts on that?
Not without fringes on.
Not without fringes on?
Yeah, they're going to be looking for the man of the Lord. So if anybody got some type of wisdom in that dome it is, you know what I'm saying? They got to move a little bit more the street.
Yeah, you're right. Adapt. I respect that. That was powerful. I agree. Go ahead.
First of all, shalom to everybody on the panel. Shalom to everybody in the chat. To me personally,
Shalom, Timothy, Israel Ben Swarthy. Shalom.
Shalom, my brother. Shalom, man. Shalom to everybody here. A long time, you hear me? But like, to me, I wouldn't think that would be a smart move, because, like, this is just me thinking. These people see, or they noticed from 2012 to now, how many people that woke up. It's a lot of people that's watching, they sitting back and they looking like, I forgot who I heard say this. Like when they be putting a lot of subliminal messages into their movies and shit, it ain't just for entertainment. Like they trying to see who gonna wake up, because a lot of them messages be going over people's head. So like to go and get food from them, knowing the times, bro, we gonna have to find another way to do that. Like we literally gonna have to learn hunting tactics and all of that. Like we gonna have to like go back to the old days, and like somebody just said, we gonna have to live off the grid. Because if they know where you at, they know how to get you. It ain't gonna be hard for them to find you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thought on that.
King. Yeah, I just wanted to say that was very wise of you, my man. And that's why, we making this move. We moving in secret when it comes to getting back to the motherland. We not letting nobody know where we're gonna be at, and it's gonna be very nice, just so y'all know. We might take pictures, we might not. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, Israel, we got a lot of haters out here, you know what I'm saying? So some things, we might let the family know about, but we ain't gonna let everybody know about it, you know what I'm saying? But you're right, you gotta move stealthy, man. You gotta move stealthy, and you gotta use wisdom. And I like what True Knowledge said, man. Look, in the last days, you might have to hide them fringes because you got people. Go ahead.
That's like a blood hiding his flag or something. No. We definitely ain't had no fringes. Let me get this jump right though. You hear me? We definitely I definitely had my fringes on now. I'm saying we gotta move a little bit more discretion. You know what I'm saying? With our fringes on standing line. We definitely ain't had our fringes be that I'm definitely ain't had my fringes on now like that. Still got my Michi on with my garment. You know what I'm saying? I definitely ain't had enough. I'm just saying I gotta move with more discretion, but I ain't had enough.
Con. So, hold on. You wanted to jump in, King? Go ahead.
Yeah, I apologize, brother DeBar. It just dawned on me like we might have to do. We really gonna have to really think about forming militias too. Like it's too many of us that own weapons, and there's a lot of us that are veterans that can really teach. Like survival skills, combat skills, medevac skills, all of that, right? And that's gonna play a major role. Like if you go do the research of when they allowed black people to fight into they armies or in their battles and whatnot, it was us that was winning those battles. It wasn't the white folks that was winning nothing because they was losing against their own people. So the smart thing to do, if I'm thinking military wise, like that would be the first line of defense for all of us. Not just, trying to think like on some gangster mentality. We're gonna have to think about this exactly for what it is. We at war. These people going to war on World War III, but then it's another war behind that. It's the attack on the real Israelites. Like they coming for our neck. So I already got a big bitch at the crib, you hear me? Like I'm going amp up on something else. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to let you come play with me, ambush me. You think you about to railroad me? I'm gonna light your ass up like it's the 4th. Like for real. Like
hey, King. Let me just jump in. Man, listen, we got so many soldiers. Man, look, we had an internal meeting, and I ain't gonna go into everything, but look, Israel war ready, okay? And we the nation, let me just say this. We the nation, when you think about Red Tails, the movie with the black pilots during, I think it was either World War II or World War I, that made a huge difference in giving America the combat advantage, you know what I'm saying, over their enemies. It's always been us. During the Civil War, it was the slaves, you know what I'm saying, that made the difference in that battle. So they don't want no war with us. I'm telling you right now, the Most High is on our side. And that's why I was saying in the beginning, let's gird up, man. Let's gird up. This is not a season of peace, man. This is a season of war. So now we looking at, okay, cool. We organizing, you know what I'm saying? We be making sure that we got brothers out there that's armed to the T, ready to self-defend. And let's get our preps in order, because you see the hate that we get, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, and it's a lot more haters. These Hispanics ain't really down for us. These Latinos, if they not Negroid, they not really down for us. You know what I'm saying? It's really us against the world, like Tupac said. When you read Psalms 83, it's us against the world. Go ahead, King.
Hey, just to go back off of what you said, think about this. Anytime we came out of captivity, what was one of the first things the Most High had us do, especially when we came out of Egypt? One of the first things was like we had to make sure that we was war ready, because we had to be on guard walking through these people's land. You hear me? So the time that's coming, bro, I don't know what y'all think gonna happen, man, but yeah, these people not playing. We can't play with them. But what's so crucial is the fact that, and it's just me and how I think, because I really believe like this. The Most High see that we taking initiative to like really wake up and like, even though we still, might be kind of messed up a little bit, you heard me, like with sinning and this, that, and the third, but like the fact that we even trying to get back to where we supposed to be at. This is the wrong time for people to be playing with niggas right now. Cause the Most High about to come say, bro, say, bro, if people understood what it means for the Most High to say he's a man of war, bro. Think about the time, or think about the way that the scriptures describe how he coming back, bro. Like niggas not.
And that's why I said, and that's why I said, man, listen, we in that war season. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to go to war, man. Listen, that's why I don't do no online beef, none of that. If you serious, be serious. Man. You know what I'm saying? But you doing this online back and forth, whatever, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. While you sitting there talking, we out here acting and getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're right, King. Listen, we got big plans. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna broadcast them, but we got things that we're setting up. Go ahead, Shadi Howard. It look like you got something. Go ahead.
I got a scripture for the panel. This is 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Read that again.
This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Show thyself a boy.
And show thyself a man.
Show thyself a girl.
And show thyself a man.
So the Bible is saying we got to show ourselves as men. Okay? No Willie Lynch, just straight up men. And that's why I thank the brothers that's on this panel, man, because, we having real talk. We having real, discussion. This is some manly things. You know what I'm saying? A man looks over his family to make sure they have the things they need. And if he feels like they lacking, he might double up. He might do what he got to do out here to make sure his family got bread, man. And that's what we do as a family here. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
One thing we gotta realize though, wow, it's enemies within. So I like to sit back and observe. I learned from the old heads, man. I like to sit back and observe. When I was listening to you, you said something about people that said Kemet. You know what I'm saying? That's in that Moors jump. I'm saying all them type people. See, it's gonna be enemies within. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be niggas that's claiming to be Israelites, man, that we gonna have to get together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own doctrine, but I ain't gonna lie, what I believe, man, it's gonna be Old Testament brothers with them and New Testament brothers over there. Cause everybody ain't gonna be with that Yahshua shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause some people believe King David, some people believe you gotta die for your own son. You know what I'm saying? So it is gonna be a lot of a lot going on, man. You know what I'm
Hey, I
saying?
got a question. What Moses told him to do, it was either Moses or Ezekiel. He told him, he drew a line in the sand, and he said, if you be for Yahweh, like you're gonna be on this side, right? So
Yeah.
that's that to me. I really think like that. Like we gotta remember, bro. Like we know that it's people that's gonna die. Like that's a given. We already know that we got Sambos and all of that. that's gonna try and beg to get to come in and pretend like they on our side. Just like with Dathan, the Most High had to deal with him. Just like with the wall of Jericho, it was a nigga that did something he wasn't supposed to do. He just off of him, he got some people killed, and even got himself and his family murdered too. So we really gonna have to pay attention to ourselves and our surroundings. Matter of fact, I always say this to anybody, even with me. You heard me? Like, I'm man enough to say this too. Like, cause dude, I ain't perfect. I don't know what kind of condition that the Most High may allow to come my way, and I might break. So I can't say that I'm just that hard, super hard ass nigga. No, I know that I will bang though. You hear me? So all I can say is this: for those that I feel like are more worthy than me, I pray to the Most High that all of y'all make it, because I'm not as strong as niggas like Shar Sam, Elder Qanath, Brother DeBar, Gavin, K Judah. You heard me? I'm not on them dudes level. You heard me? I'm a little nigga in this shit. You hear me? I have not done the research. I have not did the studies. I have never did the teachings or none of that. But I've learned a lot from them. You heard me? So I don't know if I got the spirit that they got, but I know them some lions though. The way I know how to be a lion is still on some straight out the hood type shit. You heard me? You play with me, I'm banging. That's it.
That's right.
I got bullets in me right now. You heard me? Like, and it wasn't all for me doing nothing evil or malicious towards nobody. It was the maliciousness that came my way. But just off of my demeanor, my character, how I carry myself, dude knew the only way you're gonna be able to deal with me is trying to lay me down, because you can't hook with me.
And I love, hey, look, let me just say this, brother. I love your spirit, man. And look, you know, we servants out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We not above nobody. We out here serving Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, who the world calls Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But I like brothers like you. I like war. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the Most High and his son, men of war. I don't feel comfortable with brothers that be, you know what I'm saying, just scary or whatever the case may be. And to be honest with you, look at, you know, I'm looking at some of these comments. I ain't gonna go into it, but I would just say this: ignore them. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the sports, Floyd Mayweather, all the greatest boxers are black. All of them. And anytime these Hispanics or these Latinos or Negroid went up against us, they got laid the hell down. So
Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Anderson the Spider Silva. Man, they think John Jones is the greatest mixed martial artist of all time.
Hey, hold up. You gotta talk. You gotta when you talk about Floyd, you gotta bring up Errol Spence. Nobody won't get that dude his credit, and I'm not
Errol
trying
Spence is a beast.
That boy a monster, man.
God. But see, they talk tough online, but in reality, we not seeing these mixed multitudes out here put in work the way Israel put in work on these sports. We already know that gladiators was Negroid in Rome. So,
hey, DeBar, Septimius Severus was the emperor of Rome, a Negro man who fought his way through the gladiator games to be the emperor. Back then, if you lost, that means you died.
Hold on. Can I say this real quick? Hey, Sir Sam, who was that talked about I don't know, brother DeBoy, you might remember this too, when they was talking about when Columbus came to America and he compared it to fighting against the Israelites. So, and the reason why I brought that up was because I seen the dude Lorenzo say something in the comment section, and I gotta speak on it. Bruh, y'all so weak. When Columbus came, y'all dropped y'all shit. Y'all ain't want no smoke.
That's true.
You talking about
I had brought that out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah, bro. Y'all ain't want that smoke, bro. Y'all, hey, bro, you can't claim to be Israel and be soft as hell, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Even the weakest of us are smash something, bro. Like, and I mean that from the bottom of my soul. I done seen soft, weak niggas get tired of getting picked on, and all of a sudden a beast came up out of them, and they banging like they've been banging all their life. Bro, y'all not built like us.
Yeah.
Y'all just like them white people, bro. The only time y'all got nuts is when y'all in the game.
Right.
See, when we really got a scratch and our back against the wall, bro, I'm telling you, everybody around gonna pay. You not built like that, bro. Stop playing with a nigga, man.
Yeah.
Bring it out, King.
That was us. See, that was us. The American Indians, they was really Negroes. All the American Indians, the Aboriginals. You know what I'm saying? I believe the biblical land is over here. So when a black Christopher Columbus was a black man, so when he came over here, when we was getting in there, that was us getting in there. All them Gully Geechee Wolves, Seminole Indians, that was all Nicks. That was all Negroes, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to bring out. These Latinos ain't the real Indians. I believe the true world, the true old world is over here. We was already over here. You know what I'm saying? We got sent from here to Africa. You know what I'm saying? We already been here. You know what I'm saying? So that was us. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus was a black man. He was a Moor. You know what I'm saying? So they lying, man. We already been here. They know that, man. All through these structures, man. All through these temples, man. When they still finding shit. Guess what they found on the wall? They found Negroes on the wall, man. All through these jumps.
You find a nigga everywhere.
I
Hey,
started
I just wanted to say to
Columbus being black, but I'm still looking into that. But I did see something about he's supposed to been a black man.
Yeah, I seen that too. I don't believe it though.
You know, like I said, well, I'm gonna say this. The scripture says, and you know, all of thee prevail, and in end times knowledge will be increased. So I'm not ignorant to anything no more. I just feel like, you know, I gotta look into things and find the information. And when I find the information, then all right, most I bless. You know, I'll when I find the information, I'll have the discernment to figure out whether if I believe it or not. You know, I'm just not ignorant to any information anymore because you just never know. Like shit could be true, man. They hide so much shit these days, man. You know, so I'm still looking into that stuff. That's just my opinion on that. But you know, as far as what's going on with us in this crisis, man, like what brothers is going to do when you got militia walking up and down the streets and you know we all going back into our own nation, you feel me, and we got to fight these people from trying to invade us in our homes and making sure we got enough food so we all can live like that. You got the KKK on your block and in your territory, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really want to discuss that because at the end of the day, like Tim, how do you, I don't know if you answered it, but how you moving now? Is you willing to help or give away food preps or anything you stored up for your fam in these times when you know people still have time to go and get themselves together? Or then you feel like you all right with letting people lean on you when you even put in the work for your family, make sure you trying to secure them?
That's a good question, cause to be honest with you, I think the Most High dealing with me on that right now. Man, I done gave out so much money since I started my business. Like niggas, you think would have money, you heard me, got their hands out. You heard me? Like people that see, like I had made a post about this. People could see that you have money and you still on your ass. And because you got a good heart, they still gonna try and use you. So I think it's more so like what you said in the other live when that y'all did. I think it was either earlier or yesterday that y'all did this. And you was like, it just depends. I really think like you really gotta have the discernment. You gotta be able to discern who real and who not. And I think Elder Qanath spoke on this like a while back. That's not gonna be wise for me to do because if I know my military thinking, I know how ambush gonna come. Why would I allow you to play with me like that? I'm gonna have to whack everybody outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't allow nobody to play with me. My little boy ain't even turned 1 yet. And I'm already on beast mode, like just mad that I can't even see him. So imagine somebody trying to play with me and take from me or try and kill me. And then I gotta worry about after I die, something happening to my son, bro. You gonna have to kill everything around me. I'm not up for, and I'm like you with that. I don't give a damn, bro. Like, it's our job to prepare our own shit. You hear me? It ain't my job to go prep for you. Now, if you coming with chores because you ain't got nowhere to go, and you coming to add on, yeah, I can deal with that. Because you're not coming empty-handed. You coming to find you some shelter and add on to what was here. But if you get out of hand, I'm gonna have to lay you down. That's how I feel about it.
Beloved brother, Timothy Jacob.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to read something, and just for the panel and for brothers and sisters in the chat, so we could really understand what it's going to be like in that day. I want to read something, and then brothers definitely go in and speak on it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 18. It says, "For because of their pride, cities shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Verse 19. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods for a lack of bread, for a great tribulation." So it's going to be it's going to be one hell of a chaotic time, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, you're right.
But people who normally would have love for you, when that stomach starts growling, it's going to change their whole demeanor towards you. They're gonna people who normally wouldn't rob and kill and steal gonna have to consider it.
Right. But I gotta say this though. Okay, so I would have to look to be more biblical and more realistic. I would have to think back on what happened during Egypt time. Those that listen to the Most High, those that know the word, like, I would have to be able to spot you off of that. Because I feel like the scriptures say that that those that are marked by Yahweh, we should be able to notice each other because of the mark that's going to be upon us. That's if I even get one. You hear me? So it shouldn't be that hard to distinguish each other from each other, because I don't think that the ones that even had a mark going to be going through the shit that everybody else going to be going through. The Most High always did that. He always made a distinction between those that are his and those that are not. The scripture lets you know that the Most High will give you to your whatever wickedness is that you got going on. He gonna give you to that. He gonna let you have that. But at the same time, those that are doing what they supposed to be doing, those that are following his word, you good. So what I need to worry about? That's if I'm one of them chosen people. I gotta say it like that, because I don't know for sure off of my life. I don't give a damn how good I think I might have been. The Most High say we all filthy rags, so I might be like one of the dirtiest ones out here. So if he allows me that, then I shouldn't have to worry about if my brother coming to harm me, because I should be able to know because of the mark that's gonna be upon us. It's two different marks that's talked about. You got the mark of the beast, and you got the mark that Yahweh people, chosen people, gonna have on them. That's never mentioned at the same time. At least I never heard it mentioned at the same time before. We do gotta remember that too, because that's not being mentioned in the conversation. Those that are for Yahweh, you gonna have a mark, and you ain't gonna be bothered. That's what I take from that. I digress.
Con, I got you, Watt. Con. Elder Don P, you got anything you want to say? You've been quiet for a while.
Well, you know, Neff, I've been putting that work in, man. But now I got to get my butt home because it's dark, and I don't like to be out after dark, because nothing good happens for us after dark. But man, I just been observing everything y'all been saying, man. It's just like, folks, you know, sometimes the elders just want to sit back and listen to y'all. There was a couple times I was going to chime in, but I was driving. First of all, I don't trust none of these folks. I spend too much time in the field to trust any of them. I had some of them call one time on me last week, but they about to feel that, find out what that do. Calling police on a black man when he's just trying to do his job. So, yeah, I'm going to be dealing with them, but I don't trust them folks. Them folks ain't our folks. You know, none of them folks is our folks. So, and the thing about it is, like the nephew was saying, I don't rock with you until, first of all, I already know you know what you're talking about as it relates to the scripture, which means to me, and the Most High let me know, if his spirit, you know, if you rock is in you, if you the real, if you fake. But see, sometimes he'll let you take a loss so that you'll be wise and you won't leave yourself open to be a sucker no more. So, hey man, hey, I'm sorry. Folks can kick rocks, okay? Folks can kick rocks. If they ain't, man, I'm gonna straight up. If they not in this family and this walk, they kick rocks. You know? And I'm about to do my research because I've got to get one of the other. Either I'm getting a 12 or a 20 game. And I ain't getting no pump. I'm getting automatic, man. Because I want something for defense. I don't need an AR. I ain't going to that kind of war. Okay? I don't need to try to go at a guy like that. I'm gonna get a crowd clear. I'm gonna get me a crowd clear. And then I got my small arms that will take your head off. So anyway, this is real. And the other thing I gotta get a flight vest with a plate and a ballistic helmet.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but Don, you got to think about it, bro. You got to think about this though. Like, okay, you live in Cali, right?
Right. For now.
I live in Texas. Like, I need people to think about this shit, bro, because we gotta battle multiple nationalities where we live in, right? So we not just going against white folks. We gotta deal with stiff-necked Negroes. We got to deal with the Hispanic people. We got to deal with the Asian people. We got to deal with Arabs or wannabe Arabs. You heard me? So, bro, this gonna be a tough ass situation, bro. Like whenever shit hit the fan, this gonna be a real tough situation.
I tell you this now. I tell you this. I'm getting all this. I'm getting ready just in case the door closes on. But if the door don't close, I'm gone. The Qanath leaves, the death leaves, the door leaves, I'm going with them. I'm already making my plans, man. I'm looking at the design of my house right now.
Shalom, Triana. Most of blessings.
Hey, who the hell is this Ashley Ruiz? Who used to be in Pope? Girl, you ran from your own people to come to America to make a damn dollar, dumbass.
Don't worry about that.
I just wanted to say buenos noches. Mayama La Suardi, Israel El Suardi, y Jesus El Moreno, stupidos.
Don't worry about
Shalom.
that. So you gotta understand, man. It's like when you start to band with your own people, and you know how people they don't want us to, they don't want us to be together anyway, brother. Everybody want Israel to hate each other. Like I said, I don't want to know why people think I hate my own people. I don't. I've been fighting for my people, but we know sometimes, like when you deal with niggas, you just got some niggas that you just can't deal with. That's Israel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? And then there's always a nigga that, like, you got the field niggas, then you got the house niggas. Them house niggas bring the fields niggas down. Well, I'm a field nigga. I can't be dealing with house niggas, and they gonna fuck my shit up because they caught up in the world. You know what I mean? That's what I be telling about everybody. Like, this shit is gonna get serious, man. And it's coming down to the wire. People want to say anything, do anything to try to preserve themselves. But at the same time, man, like, let's keep it real. We all got kids. Majority of us on here and listening. Like I said, ain't no food in the markets, ain't no way you can buy nothing. motherfuckers can say what they want. They ain't gonna be out there giving no food away when they know their kids gotta eat. That's just point blank period.
That's
And
a fact.
that's the
Hey,
realest.
I also wanted to say to whoever that is in the talking about learning Spanish, black people are the people who named Spain, which means rabbit. I'm the one who brought you out the Caucasus Mountains. Really cut that bullshit. And I lived with actual Hamitic people here in Minnesota. I live with Ethiopians and Somalians. They know we're not the same people. So it's more than one way to prove we the real biblical Jews. There is no Bible scripture that describes Israel as anything other than black and nigger. Book, chapter, and verse calling Barnabas and Simeon Pedro. I need to see it right now.
Hold on, hey, I got a better one for you. Hey, Sam, what book that was that you used to pull out Kush, and it said Negro?
Oh, that's the Hebrew dictionary. Yeah, Hebrew dictionary. That's in the Hebrew
It
dictionary.
didn't say Hispanic, did it? Or somebody pale, did it?
No.
It didn't say nobody with like 3 different DNA types to make them, did it?
Nope.
It didn't say nothing about no pink looking ass people, did it?
Nope.
I ain't think so.
And shout out to the Hispanic people and Mexicans that's not offended in the fact that we the real Jews and they not. It's a lot of them that ain't even mad at the truth. So shout out to them, man. Real talk.
So let me say this real quick. If anybody else want to come on, you can come on while the platform is still open, because I ain't gonna be up too much longer. Maybe about a half an hour, then I'm shutting it down. Just for your opinion on the day of calamity, the famine, whether you want to help somebody, give your food away that you stocked up your family, because other people ain't prepped or they wasn't prepared, or you want to sacrifice whatever you did for your family members, the ones who thought you was a crazy Israelite, or whatever you want to be Christian or whatever, and didn't prepare no food for themselves. They still eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. And, I just want to know people's opinion on it, women, men, or whatever. You're welcome to come on. So you got a half an hour. After that, I'm shutting this shit down. The link is in the chat. Yeah. So if anybody got something y'all can say, y'all can go ahead.
You come knocking on Don P's door, ain't gonna be nobody there. The garden is gonna be gone. All the equipment's gonna be gone. The cars gonna be gone. The furniture's gonna be gone. Ain't gonna be nothing there. You can stay there if you want to, but Don P ain't gonna be there. I'm gonna be the most high so you can go.
Hey, I'm about to drop off. My bad. I'm about to drop off, yo. Shalom, y'all.
Anyway, obedience is better than sacrifice. You land my plane.
What you say, Don P? Your mic was acting up a little bit.
So I said obedience is better than a sacrifice, and that's why I was going to land my plane.
Oh, definitely. Because like I said, when this thing go down, we're gonna learn more obedience. We're gonna learn more patience. We're gonna learn more discipline. Trust me. A lot of people is gonna learn it in that day, because you're gonna realize you can't eat a whole lot these days. You can't do this. You feel me? You can only drink but so much. Israel is gonna start disciplining and being obedient in those days. Well, these days coming, because you ain't gonna have no choice. Dawn, peace, docs. I don't know, man. These comments tonight is just hilarious. It's all good though. But yeah,
You know what? That's when the enemy attacks. When we're talking about real serious stuff. When we're talking about foolishness and we going back and forth about nothing, they ain't got nothing to say. It doesn't get crazy, nothing like that. So you talking, you're on the right topic. Start there. Just keep bringing these real topics up, bro.
I mean, I don't mind ignorance. It's all good. You know what I mean? After last night, and I talked to my wife about that, I just thought it was funny. But I'm in good spirits, because I'm doing what the Most High tell me through the Spirit. And the Most High telling me, Sham, don't be a fool. At the end of the day, people can say what they would do, who they would help, until the shit go down. You see what I'm saying? Like when it goes down, man, and people die and people standing around, people suffering. I'm just, like I said, I'm not being the one that's going to be eating my children or eating some child or human flesh. That ain't going to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing anything I got to do to prepare and make sure my kids is going to be fine. And I just pray that everybody else do the same thing. You don't know what situations you're going to be in. I could be one of the ones who will be thrown in prison and tried for 10 days, like the Most High said, and take it unto death, and I'll give you the kingdom of heaven. You know, who knows what our fate going to be? I don't know. But I know my main goal is to have my wife and kids survive through it. When you're living in a lawless time where people ain't going to care, you know, about the children and the old age women and the young and whoever, and these guys out here molesting and raping kids and ain't going to prison for it and just shooting people down in the streets day by day, and you know what I mean? And then you got groups of guys, militias and all of them, they walking with AR-15s, and you feel me? People starving, people go crazy. They trying to let demons out on the earth and open up portals, and it's just so much to deal with. You know what I mean? So who the hell would want to leave that house in a time like that? I don't. Shit. I be sleeping with 2 guns next to me to pop anything that ain't right. So y'all got anything else y'all want to say? Because I'm about to close it down since nobody else coming on. And it was a good show tonight, good conversation. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Uncle Don P, True Knowledge, you got anything else you want to say out?
Nah, I just want to say, man, shalom, man, to all the women, to all the brothers out here, man. Man, that's it.
Okay.
I just want to say, you know, keep your head on a swivel. Embrace as much as you can. Stay out of large public places because, you know, they're trying to get you before. All of us have a destiny in the Most High. Okay? Mm-hmm. And it's the enemy's job to prevent you from reaching that destiny perfectly as I think those of us who are blessed to make it to this point and going forward, he definitely has a purpose for us being on the earth at such a time as this. I'm going to land there.
Okay. All right. Well, Israel, I thank all of y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Shalom and Most High bless to everybody in the chat. You know, thank y'all for tuning in for our people's edification. Don't take anything I said personally. It's not a personal attack on anybody. I love my people. I love the nation of Israel, you know, and I believe Israel is Negro onlys. I'm for my people, and I will help them as much as possible. But, you know, in this time and these days that's coming ahead, man, please prepare, get yourselves ready. Don't get caught out there. Don't be out there riding, looting, doing all that dumb shit, because most likely you'll end up getting killed because somebody's going to end up shooting you, especially if you got something they need, you know, living in a lawless time. The Most High put these visions in my mind and my head and told me not to do that. And to tell y'all not to do that, just got to smarten up. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people who ignorant toward just don't know. They don't know. They're going to do what they got to do because they feel like they need to eat or need to drink. But if we prepared, we won't have to put ourselves in those situations. And we won't jeopardize our wives and our kids and our children and have them lonely because we made bad decisions. So till next time, thank y'all for tuning in. Star Lima, I love y'all. Weez, I love you. Flyer Storm, I love you, Queen. All the brothers and sisters, King Judah, big salute. Everybody that came through, Most High bless y'all. Until then, we out. Shalom.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You're doing this to yourself, Pat.
You know why we're not afraid? What? He's great in turmoil. Turmoil is destruction. Y'all think it comes back in all peace? you got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Let's fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting. Of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat fashioned. In the trap we escaped, our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk, let my people go, cause